we will be doing a matching donation fund for Wolfpack here at the Young Turks. Now, what does that mean? First of all, for those of you unfamiliar, Wolfpack is the super PAC that we set up to get money out of politics. There is no other way. We need a constitutional convention to end the corruption. It's what every single story we do on the Young Turks leads back to. It is the influence of money. You wonder why the things that we voted for don't happen. Even Democrats do not follow through on progressive priorities, and oftentimes Republicans if the money goes in the other direction. For example, on the issue of gay marriage in the state of New York, Republicans voted for gay marriage. Why? Because they got $1.25 million from a couple of hedge fund managers to do that vote. All of the issues are colored by money. We've essentially lost our democracy, and 93% of the time, the guy with more money wins the congressional seat. So the main determinative factor is not whether you're a Democrat or Republican, liberal or conservative, it is money. So we will be putting our money where our mouth is, and I've been telling you about it all this time, but the Young Turks will match whatever donation you guys give. So dollar for dollar, we'll go up with you guys. Go to wolf-pac.com/donate. Of course, there is an upper limit on it, but let's see if you can reach it. wolf-pac.com/donate. This is the time to get involved. And look, for people who are not sure if it can be done, here's who has never accomplished anything. The guy who thinks he can't accomplish anything. The guy who thinks it's not possible, so he sits in his basement. Look, when I announced Wolfpack over a year ago, I said, we're done running, right? They're not coming for us anymore, we're coming for them. And I absolutely mean it, and I am positive that if we work together, we can be that change. Look, at the Young Turks, we've been trying to be the change in the media and show the other media that you can get success if you actually report the news. Of course, it takes a long, long time, but part of the reason that we now have over 1 billion views in our network, and part of the reason we've had the success we've had, is actually we're doing something the rest of the media isn't. But you know what's going to happen? And I guarantee this happens with the Young Turks, and I'm going to tell you the same thing's going to happen with Wolfpack. People copy success. So it's already beginning to happen where we're getting inquiries into, well, what are you guys doing over there that's getting all those views and, you know, getting all those viewers to tune into your station? Well, we're actually telling them what's happening. Like our politicians voting based on the money, not based on their ideology. None of you guys cover this stuff. I mean, look, the story we did on HSBC versus Stephanie George. You guys see that one? Where the bankers were literally the biggest money launderers for drug cartels and for Al-Qaeda even, let alone Iran. And they got off scot-free. They paid a fine, which was a small percentage of their profits that they made off that money laundering. But none of them went to jail. In fact, the government said they were too big to jail. But meanwhile, African-American woman at the age of 27 was sent to jail for the rest of her life. That was 15 years ago. She's still in jail. Over what? A drug transaction. First one was $40 worth. Second one was $120 worth. Third one she didn't even do. Her boyfriend hid cocaine, a small amount of cocaine, in her attic. In prison for life, but the biggest money launderers for the drug cartels, not in prison. Now, why do I tell you that story again? Because where do you see that in the mainstream media? Do you see them covering it nonstop, saying, hey, can you believe it? What an outrage? No, because they represent the power establishment. But damn it, we're going to change that at the Young Turks. And when it comes to money and politics, what is driving all of that, we're going to change that too, and we're going to do it through Wolfpack. And together, we can do it. Look, you know, I know that old quote about Gandhi, you know, be the change that you want to see in the world. But he didn't say that and just to be a cliche. He said it because it's true. And look at what he did. And you think, well, I mean, that's the legendary Gandhi. But before he was the legendary Gandhi, he was just Gandhi. He was like, you know what they called him? They called him a kook. They're like, you think you're going to overthrow the British Empire? And with no guns. Good one, Mohandas. Yeah, right. Now, look, that's not to say that we're in the same league, okay? But we can all fight as hard as we possibly can, and that's the only thing that's ever made a difference. And that's why I'm telling you, we're not playing around. And we're backing it up with our own resources. So you put in $1, we put in $1, and together we can make this thing happen. wolf-pac.com/donate. Go right there. Right now, we're going to do it through January 21st, which is, of course, the anniversary of Citizens United. So, but donate today.